The village idiot is really a kind-hearted person and is the true hero of this movie. His character embodies all that is good in the world. He shows that goodness comes in all forms. Goodness may not always be what you expect it to be. In this case, goodness comes in the form of a bumbling idiot who manages to save the day. And that's what is so interesting about this character. I always wanted to make a movie illustrating the master-sensei relationship, the idea of an individual who knows all the skills, teaching someone who knows nothing, and that person turns out to take over the master's role later on. And in this instance, the master teaches someone who you would think would never be able to learn anything, the village idiot. I mean, what do you expect to come from this guy? The master puts his full faith in him, and it turns out well. The evil general embodies true evil in the world. He is what we all perceive as evil. He is malicious. He abuses his power. I mean, sure to illustrate that, as so many people with power love to abuse it and use it for bad reasons. And above all, he is selfish, which is a precursor, in my opinion, to evil no matter where you look. He cares about nothing but himself and trying to achieve more and more power, and he will do anything to get more power. I actually had a whole backstory to the evil general that showed that he had royal blood and that he was taught the ancient art of Kuso, along with the well-known ass-in-the-face move. That move is very rare, and he was taught it by someone, a Kuso master who is not seen in this movie, but was in the original script as a minor character, but he had to be cut from the film and his scenes were never shot. It really took months to train the actors for this film. These actors actually had to learn Kuso. We had to practice many scenes again and again. Many scenes were choreographed. Some weren't. I allow my actors to go with the flow and do what they want. I think it really helps improve the realness of the movie. The special effects were really difficult to accomplish. But we only had one special effects scene in the entire movie, but it was the first for any of my movies. I've never done special effects until this film, and I'm very proud of the 1 second frame of special effects. What we had to do is the post-production team had to take a picture of each frame in that second of footage. Turned out to be roughly 94 pictures from the footage, and we had to color on each frame and show the progressiveness of the electricity ball in each shot. So when it blends together, we have a nice flow of animation. Then after we took all the pictures, we sped up the film, then sped it up again to take it back to full speed. Then we took the sound from the original scene and blended it with the new special effects shot. Then stuck the rest of the footage at the end and the beginning of the special effects shot, and that was it. It really was quite amazing. I'm very proud of our post-production efforts. The story is quite unique. It's a tale of how good in any form can conquer over evil. The village idiot, the person you would least expect to save the day, ends up in fact saving the day. The story in that sense is very powerful. I wanted to give it a very epic sense and quality that you would find in a lot of Kurosawa films. This whole movie is about fighting, it's about martial arts, and the story around it is amazing. Without the story, you would have a movie of guys fighting each other and beating each other up. The audience wants more than that. The audience wants to say, these guys are fighting and I understand why, you know? The story unravels and the audience is at the edge of their seats waiting to see how it all turns out. There really is a lot of lessons to be learned from this movie. A lot of lessons that we could all share. A sequel? Well, I actually would like to make a sequel. I was thinking of that. I would probably include a lot of things I didn't get to add in this film. Like I would show more of the evil general's past, and we would learn more about who trained him and how powerful that guy is. There might be more special effects shots, so at least I would hope there would be. You may get to see the true power of the general and just be in awe of the power of the person who trained the general. I mean, the guy, and he's to be revealed later, but the guy who trained the general is really a powerful guy, and you'll get to see his power. It's going to be amazing. And I don't want to give too much away, though. As you probably already noticed, the general didn't die at the end of this movie. He was defeated. And he led his armies in retreat, and he was ashamed and dishonored. But he is not dead. He is still around, and we may see more of the general's wrath. And not just on the town of Yoshi, but we may go onto bigger and better things. And with his power, who dares stand in his way now? And now the village idiot is no longer the village idiot, but the Kuso Kenka master and the hero of the land. He has more respect, and a little more power, and he is more mature in his ways. In the previous film, we had a small ant go up against a bull and win. Now we may see two giants, the general and the hero of the land, pitted against one another. Another character we may see return is the original Kuso Kenka master. He may return in a spirit or ghost form, and he'll be a guide to the new Kuso Kenka master, this hero of the land. And he'll really be a central part of the new movie, if it ever gets made. One major factor that would depend on whether or not a sequel gets made is it would really rely on the partnering production company, Grid Andy Productions Limited. I mean, I would really need them to produce it as well, or else it would never get done. I mean, now if I get the go-ahead from Grid Andy Productions, I may make a sequel, but whether Grid Andy is willing to join me or not for this project, I plan on making other films in the time being. And I look forward to making more movies with Grid Andy Productions, whether it's a sequel to Kuso Kenka or not. I'm very happy with this film. I hope this film is not my zenith. I hope I can always make a better film. I always hope to make better movies. But this one so far is my favorite. And it's good versus evil, it's a wonderful story, and it's an epic tale.